I think so. Yeah. Okay, cool. And we're back. Before I type that, let me actually check if we're online. That'd be great. Does Twitch actually know, like, oh, this is the same live stream? Yeah, we're back. Cool. Yeah, I'm getting notifications. Sorry about that. Cool. Okay. Okay, so we actually got some markdown going on. That's awesome. Okay, so let's see. Is my Spotify still doing correctly? No, it's not. Close this. So I'm using this open source application called TuneOut for displaying the current song, but it has some trouble sometimes. It should be working right now. And yep, there we go. Okay, cool. Everything's back up. You probably want to hook on OnTap link Rebadorf markdown body to URL launcher. What do you want me to launch? Oh, just like the post, I guess. Oh, you can just go to the post in your web browser or something. Yeah, that's possible. That could very well be. I'll see what I do with that. Oh, cramp in my feet. I'm gonna take a quick break in 10 minutes. So just so you know, links in post and we'll then link to the content. Right. Oh, oh wait, it can. Ah, oh wait, it actually highlights links and stuff. Ah, this cramp in my feet. Can I just cut it off? Maybe vaping will remedy. Okay, let's see. What are we gonna do? Yeah, I'll change that real quick. Good point. Post view. Then this needs to be on tap link. Then URL launcher, but I need to import that first. So import URL launcher. That's of course another dependency that I don't yet have. URL launcher. Who can guess what URL launcher does as a dependency? The one that guesses gets a free one time I would say your name while I vape because it sounds funny. Ha ha ha! What does URL launcher do? Put your votes in now, people! Let's get that ball rolling. Let's see. Okay. So, if a user taps on a link on that markdown thing, then it launches that. Oh wait, that's just launch, right? Yeah. Okay, so this takes in a... Oh right, something that takes in a string and returns void. But this is async, but that doesn't matter. Cool. Let's put a link in there to my website. Ha! Which just points to my Twitch, actually. There's not much going on there. So let's go to our constant. And put a link in here. As a wise man once said, constructeur ADP sing elite http ://generictyping.com set do is mod tempor. I should not try to read Latin. Okay, restart that. Reload that, and there's nothing because I need to still do a hot restart. Loading. Click. It doesn't work. Okay. Oh, I need to do it myself. Well, doesn't it pass it to like? Doesn't it pass it to launch? I mean, how does this work? Oh, it just... Oh, okay, whatever. It should just pass it to the launch function, right? Or am I... Like, this is redundant if it just... whatever. Let's try it again. I'm probably... No, my link is correct. Let's just try it again. Post number 7. Click. It doesn't know. It doesn't know. Very bad. Let's look up how that works. Will you join me stream? You certainly will. You don't really have a choice since I have the control here. So that's for the draw. Let's have the markdown. Let's image. Is the stream broken? It's frozen here. I'm thinking of doing YouTube streaming. It has something like it's. I can export Twitch to YouTube easily though. I don't know if it works the same for the reverse. I'll look into it. Oh yeah. You had to. Oh, that's right. Stream got stuck. Everybody refresh to get back online. Thanks. Sorry about that. Cool, okay. And you're completely right, Death Angel. I need to actually use Markdown. So that would be this. This works. I like that. And this can just be launch then, right? Because it just passes that URL argument to that launch function. I need to. Why do I need to hot restart every time? This seems like a hot reload thing. Also, I'm gonna change this. Nah, never mind. Click. Yay! It crashed. That is good. No implementation found for method launch. That is a problem. Let's see, streams that works for me. We see browser, not code. Very good point. You see, like I'm an experienced streamer. Okay, so I put the link in here, and this should work, but it says no. Why does it say no? Down state. Invoke channel. This just comes from the launch. Me. Actually, just let's see. This gets a URL, and let's print that URL real quick, and then we'll be on our way. Yeah, it does the correct link. GenericTyping. It actually goes to my. Yeah. Then what the hell? It said personally probably need a recompile. Yeah, because of the. I thought hot restarts also included like dependencies, but probably not then. Only works for dark code. Oh right, and there's no. Oh, you're completely right. There's no Android or Java or Kotlin code being compiled yet. You're right. You're completely right. Thank you. Then top. You are correcter than a rector. Let's build this again. Oh. Yeah, but Dev Angels is always right, so I'm gonna give it to you anyway, Dentup. Very well done. Just great work. Overall, across the board, just these suggestions. I am, in the meantime, gonna have a voice of a kid that still needs to go to puberty. I am, in the meantime, going to be adding the icon for both iOS and Android. I'm gonna do that by using a plugin called Flutter Launcher Icons, which makes it really easy to just have a PNG and then say like, oh, make the icons for both iOS and Android. So here it is. Install that dependency like that. Now this isn't actually a dependency that's used in the code. It's just used for making the icon. That's all. You could take that one. That's a creative use code plugin. Oh wait, are you like? Wait, were you the guy who contacted me on Reddit? Now supports a dev icon. I saw it. Yeah. It changed a lot. Like last time I used it, it was like put an icon here, Android true or false, and then iOS you could put another path. I was kind of confused, but now it seems it's been kind of cleaned up more. Is it? Yeah, Dent Up. We had a great discussion about Flutter and Dart. Cool. Good to see ya. Well, see. Sharp. Good one. I love myself. Okay, let's see. Flutter launcher icons is in the dev dependencies. That's correct, not here. And then we have this Android true image path. Wow, this is a lot of paths and stuff. The location of IMO specific for Android platform. If not defined, that image path is used. Ah, okay, I can define two different. Right, specify whether or not you want to overwrite the existing ones. I do. So I should be able to just say Flutter icons and then say image path. And then we're gonna use assets and then icon. Yeah, icon.png makes the most sense. Okay, that's all good and well. Now I need to add it to the assets. Do I? I have no clue. I haven't got a clue. Let's just try it like this. Postdex assets icon. Valor 7464. I just want to at least get something under my name right now. I have none. But now that I landed this MSP job, that will help out with experience, because when making my resume it was kind of hard considering I had no experience. Does MSP stand for Microsoft Paint? In which case, thank you for Paint. But, oof. Well, congratulations with, first of all, thanks for viewing. Congratulations on your Microsoft Paint job. I couldn't imagine a better job actually. So, well done. Must have been tough since you know, Microsoft wanted to drop Paint, and then probably you came along and were like, nope, not gonna do that. We need Paint in our lives. Let's see. Icon is gonna be icon.png. Let's just put that as an asset in here. Actually, I'm going to define it in another folder called meta. And then just icon.png. So let's add that icon real quick. There we go. So that's there. This icon folder can get removed. Removed. And then put that in our pub spec over here. Meta/icon.png, and now there's like a piece of code for Flutter pub that I need to run in order to get those icons generated. I'm gonna do that over here, and no platform specified. Well then, iOS true and Android true. How about that? Does it work like this? And fixed. Okay, cool. Now we got some cool icons. Let's show that immediately, just to have that out of harm's way. Oh, managed service provider. Right. I'll look at that in a bit. You can add folders to the assets section, by the way, and then access all the files in that folder. That makes a lot of sense. And I never thought about it. There is like a page on Flutter where they're like, oh yeah, you can like for fonts, you can be like, oh, you just specify like a folder, and then or you have like a folder, and then you have like oh right, different sizes. So you have like a folder like images / background, and then there's like a background.png, but then there's a like at one or like a different skill like 2 times and 4 times and stuff, and then it automatically knows where those are. But I didn't know you could just point to a folder and be like, oh, everything's in here. That is way better. Thank you for that. Which means I can just do this and this. Awesome, thank you. Or how about this? We can add folders to the S section, by the way. Do I need to do like this? Is the outer backslash at the end? Yeah, I thought so. Cool. This is still complaining though. The assets does not exist, but that's probably just a bug in the. Wait, actually, you know what? I could just blame Dance Up. Dance Up. You fuck too. Oh wait, can you actually see that error that's like popping up? I think you can. Yeah. I should be able to. Which Flutter channel are you on? Beta, because I'm not like a rascal. Oh, this is probably just in. Oh, it's now on the website as well. Well, my point is gone, just gone. So this probably actually handled by Flutter, but as Dev Angel said, probably only works on master. Okay, then we're just gonna put it back as it was if I can. Oh, there we go. Good to know that that's going to be done in a future release. I didn't know those errors came from Flutter. Interesting. I never knew how like plugin integration and compiler errors in your editor actually work together. But it's good to know. Okay, so what have we just done? Oh wait, we put an icon there. So go home. Where are we at? Is it there? Postdex. There it is. The bottom right, over here. But it's wow, that icon needs some fixing. It looks great on iOS, I know from first-hand experience, but yeah, this is horrible. But whatever. Let's see. Oh yeah, we were testing this link. Chrome always. Don't care. No thanks. Yay! There's a link that goes to my Twitch. Playing programming. Hell yeah. Work hard, play harder. Okay, cool. So we got Markdown working, like instantly. That's cool. In which case, I know that sometimes these websites have a variation on Markdown where sometimes it doesn't work. You need to enable adaptive icon for an icon to look nice on Android Oreo and above. Huh? Is that just like adaptive icon background? Images will be used for the icon foreground of the adaptive icon. Which should I choose then? Adaptive icon background or foreground? Yeah, I saw that it's part of that. It's in the attributes thing. Let us fix that real quick. But I'm not sure which one it is. Is it adaptive icon background or foreground? And that lamp is getting way too harsh on my face. There we go. Background is color, foreground is your icon. Cool. So we just the image asset that will be used for the icon foreground, the adaptive icon. Does that mean that I not specify an image path? Actually, only necessary if I don't have the adaptive icon. I guess so. So like this. Let me try running that. It'll complain anyway if it doesn't work. Missing image path or image path Android plus iOS. Ah, so we do. Only necessary if you want to have an adaptive icon for Android app of your Flutter project. I guess. Oh, example. Cool. Let's look at that real quick. That's a background. So you have an image. Oh yeah, and then it references something else. Right. That whole adaptive icon. Okay. Wait, that means I can put teal there. 1 second. Colors of teal. Cool. And then the teal primary value. Where are you at? Or just like the dark one. Yeah. Let's go like this. This one. For the background. Epic. Background is... What's that, a string? Yep. The hashtag. I'll fix that later. Can I define like a background without a foreground? Because that's fine for now. Yay! It is possible. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Okay, I'll be right back. I think in a minute we're gonna be integrating the bottom part of every one of these cards, right? And so we have a more kind of stylized bottom. I mean, we need to see the up and down votes and stuff, so that needs to be integrated as well. Use same information path. Let's just try that and then have our little break. Oh wait, it's here. Run this and then quit this, and can we run it again? Hey, I have discovered an error. Cannot copy file. Creating adaptive icon. Wait, is this a 6-digit FF22AC? No, this is correct. Right? Mistakes? I broke it, I think. Didn't I? I can give you this error if you want. I mean, you know the source code, so I'll send you the error. I whispered it to you, so I'm not sure if this is of any value to you, but let's fix this in a minute. I'll put this in the comments for now. Okay. Added basic post UI and some oh, there we are. My stream just keeps like pitfalling, right? I mean, now we're back, but it's getting really annoying, really. Oh well. Yes, I do work on Mac. Implicit. Added basic post UI and some icons. Test posts and icons. Yeah, that's good enough. People are gonna come at me on my commits. Leave it out for now. We'll send it over to the dev. Looks like a bug. Yeah, I think so too. If the developer of this package, which is Flutter authors. Wait, is that the correct? No, that's Flutter Markdown. Flutter launcher icons is Marco Sullivan and Franz Silva. So yeah, you can send it off to them. I can as well. If they want anything like with debugging and stuff, this is all on GitHub, so they should be able to reproduce this quite quickly if they want to. Guys, I'll be right back. Enjoy the music for now. I'm gonna take a little break. Can be probably about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm not sure exactly. Depends on how much I feel the need to rest, really. Okay, see you in a minute. What's up, guys? I'm back. Let's see. Interesting bits. Lithium X4900 or just 4900. Oh yeah, you're correct. And Fawny. Can you get a job if I only know HTML, CSS, JavaScript? Yes, it's called a web developer. Hey, Spawn Up. I can't cheer for some reason. Oh, I have no idea how cheering on Twitch works. I put up a Twitch channel and then I uploaded content. I've done some small like stuff with making sure that VODs get saved and stuff, but it's mostly just streaming. I'll if you have any suggestions for Twitch and stuff, just hit me up on Slack or something, and we'll see what we do. Now I've seen somewhere on Slack that that people were kind of wondering. Ooh, I wonder how he's gonna do like Reddit OAuth. So I'm kind of interested in doing that as well. First, I'm gonna finish some UI bits, and then I'll look into it. Let's see. Oh right, we're not actually running the app. This is gonna shut down in a minute. Let's see. Quite excited to see the stream. Been looking at Flutter for a while now. Yeah, you're at the right place, I think. So to kind of give an indication of where we're at right now, I've started making a Reddit app for an app for watching Reddit posts on in Flutter, and we already have kind of some bits down, like some test posts and one lorem ipsum with markdown formatting and stuff. So yeah. What are you building? Reddit reader app. Dev Angel's got it completely right. I should maybe make you my moderator because you're answering people's questions that I am too dense for to to actually answer correctly, since I stumble on my words a lot, especially if I speak English. Oh, what you gonna do? ADHD. So let's see. I want to fix that bottom part, like that that bottom where it says 427 right now. I want to actually make that into a proper like upvotes, downvotes, that kind of stuff. So let's see. So that's control. So this is a row. That's already nice. I'm gonna make sure that this is evenly spaced. So that's the main axis alignment, or yeah, space evenly. Space evenly, and then there's also. Oh, my font's too big to actually show the thing. Oh, there we go. Space around evenly between. What's this? Place the free space evenly between the children. Yeah, and this is. Yeah, I'll pick this probably. So this would put it in the center. Why is my hot reload not functioning? Or am I doing something wrong? Put that in the center. Okay then. I've had trouble. Okay, how about end? You have a GitHub that you contribute to a lot. Well, I have like the GitHub that I'm working on right now. All the code is up on that link that Dev Angel sent. Oof. He's having my back for real. Yeah, for every project that I do, you can see it on the top right corner next to the emulator, what project I'm working on at that moment. So just go there, github.com/GenericTyping/Postdex in this case, and you can find all the code of this over there. So I think that my hot reload has broken or something, because if I change some stuff, no, it's just I'm being stupid. Okay, cool. In that case, let's see, this is children, so my hot reload works fine, just that I'm not using the correct properties. Maybe it's cross-axis alignment end, for example. Nope. How do I get the text at the end? Am I doing something wrong? It is the controls here. Just upvotes that string. It is this row. Gotta keep an eye on my stream sometimes. I'm not sure what's happening here. Let's see, container, padding, row. Oh wait, this no, this shouldn't be in a row over here. That's the problem. I hope. Remove. Okay, so how about now? Yeah, okay, it doesn't work since this is the wrong. It should be main axis alignment, dot space evenly, and this should now be centered. There we go. Okay, cool. So main axis alignment tells all the objects how they should arrange themselves inside a row or a column. So in this case, I've told it to space all the elements in the row evenly, keeping in mind that center is like the middle point, right? That's stupid. So what that means in this case, that it's spaced evenly left to right, so it's in the center, since there's only one object. Let's see. Where do you include build post controls? Here, and I had a row in there, so it put everything on the left anyway. So now this makes sense again. Yeah, okay, cool. And then we can put some icons in there. So let me define those. I think, yeah, let's just make some widgets over here. Just keep this a tad bit simple. So this will be a row, and it will be upvote. Let's make this private as well. Upvote row, which will be I could make this a getter, but it doesn't need to be. It also doesn't need to be in a build context since it doesn't change. So that means I can just say, what's a better word for this? Upvote. I sometimes use block for these kinds of things, like just a little piece of UI. I usually call it a block, so I'll do that as well. Maybe there's like an official term for it. I'll make this a widget. Upvote block. Then we have a. Oh no, this should be a score block. And this should be. What do we have? We have score. We have submitter block. That should be nice. Let's look at like one Reddit post just to see like what is up, my dudes. We have a date time. Date block. Sure. Don't recommend a date block, but let's see. Submitted 11 hours ago, and then there's these buttons, basically. But the most important thing is the score and the submitter. I think so. Yeah, that would be fine. I use panel for my JavaScript. Yeah, panel. Yeah, it kind of describes the same thing, right? I mean, it's like one panel. I totally get where you're getting that naming convention from, but I use block for that since it's, yeah, it makes more sense in my head. But that means I take from that comment that like people kind of freestyle like that naming stuff. So as long as your project group knows what a block is in this context, then it's fine. The score block will be a row. With let's see, what's that gonna be? That will be an icon. So let's make some. I was about to say let's make some children, and I'm not gonna take it back. Big. Okay. So right, I need to get my train of thought back. So we got that widget. Okay, so let's get an icon first. What's a good one for what's this? The score. Maybe the up arrow. That would be okay. Is there something like score? Oh, school. Yeah, score. Wow, it can't be displayed. Is that? I have that sometimes. The thing can't be displayed. Let's just try to use it and see where we end up. Let's see. So I'm gonna make this is getting kind of ugly, but it's all temporary. I'll reformat it if necessary. So, oh right, yeah, I can just look at those icons, but I like to get them in the thing. So there's a score one. Let's look at that page. Oh right, it's the 2K thing. So I'll just use an up arrow for now. Arrow upward. Okay, cool. And that color, let's see. That will be a controls foreground color. We have an icon color, and then we have a value color. And this will be the teal. Which one did we have before? That one's white, that's correct. And then the controls has teal 800. That would be okay, I think. Well, that's for the value, right? Well, let's make it both. Right, so just do it like this. Okay, now we've got that color, now we can just put it here. Why does that not work? Only static members can be asked to initializer. Oh, right. And then we don't need to use these anywhere else. Oh, wait, we do. So these should all be static. That's what I don't like about doing it the wrong way. That all these need to be static, but I'll roll with it for now and reformat it if I need to. I kind of want to get on to the OAuth part of the whole thing. There's no real reason to store these widgets in variables. Well, the thing is, it kind of cleans it up, since that's my that's the reason I would do it, since I can just say I can just put those here now, right? Just put those one after each other, one after another. What I could do though is just move all this into this function, since this is the function that governs whatever happens with the make them getters then. Yeah. Wait. Oh, then they don't have to be static, you mean? Must have a method, right? It doesn't return. But then they don't have to be static. Is this the backend? Well, the funny thing is, Pancho Zanza, like that name, is the backend and front end are kind of, well, this is the front end, but it's like both written in Dart. So yeah, I'm currently doing front end, but it's also in Dart, just like the backend. It's kind of divided by the models over here and the views here. So that's kind of how you roll, roll with that. Let's see. So this would be get, and then like this. It still needs to be static though, so that doesn't really help me. I'll just put that in the function for now. For now, I keep saying for now because it's only for now. In which case this and this can go back to what it was, like that. Then put that shit over here, and that, and format, turn. There we go. So now we have that score block. We have that. So, okay, so cool. Next element in this is a piece of text that has the post dot upvotes. No, score. To string. Cool. Then we want to show the submitter, which is also a row, and the date block will also be a row. I forgot the score block being a getter, that's why it didn't work, but it's better in function anyways. Okay, well, joke's on me then. Haha. I wasn't paying attention again. But then again, you're not the one streaming. You can just shut up and program. And I have to keep people entertained. My god, I'm keeping people entertained with programming. Well, it works apparently. 29 viewers. So let's see. This will be a row with a bunch of children in it. Keep thinking that's a bit weird, but whatever. Icon.arrow. This is beginning to look a lot like. I'm gonna make this a function. Can I do functions inside functions? Should be. Build a control block. Yeah, Punkazosa. It's wow. It's an Android and an iOS app. It's Flutter, so you can compile to both natively, mind you. Yes. Okay. Cool. I can make that function. It needs an icon, and then it needs string value. Make these named parameters, and then just return a row that, well, basically this, right? Right, because, okay, then, oh, wait, this can just go here. That saves us another variable. And then let's make this value, and let's make this icon. There we go. Oh wait, this needs to be icon data, because that actually describes the icon and the icon widget. So that's a pretty important distinction. This pattern is also used in images. You have the image data, which is called an image provider, and you put that inside an image widget, and that displays it. So in that image widget, you have that image data, but also a bunch of stuff like how big does it need to be, how does it need to be positioned in your screen and stuff. The same goes for here. So you have icon data, which is described to shape, but then in the actual icon widget, you can put that icon data in and then do all sorts of stuff with colors and what have you, symmetric sizable and a size and that kind of stuff. So try to keep it as much as as modular as possible. It's a bad word for it, but you get what I mean. Use icon data, not icon. Saves you a lot of trouble. Except when you have to. Okay, let's see. This returns a widget. Why is this complaining? Function is never used. Yep, not yet. So we need these two. And then this is now build control block, and the icon is this garbage, and the value is this, and this is complaining because I didn't specify value. Cool. Okay, and now just do the same for the other ones. So this will be build control block. Nope. Build control block. And the icon, what's this icon gonna be? It's the submitter, so icons.user or person. Yeah, there we go. Good enough. And then the value is gonna be the widget.post.submitter.username. And then the date block is going to be, oh, easy. Also a build control block. Function call with the icon. That's gonna be icons dot a calendar, something like that. Calendar today. Calendar. I just want a calendar. Let's see. What's this calendar today? Icon all about. Calendar today. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. So, cool. I'm working on JS frontend right now. This looks more fun. I don't like web development, so yeah. He's going for an MVC type approach. Kinda. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I've got my models. They mostly, almost only encapsulate actual data, and then the views is just displaying. That's my current definition of MVC in this context. Now we're using specific software architecture. Oh yeah, well that's the MVC. Widgets are like the front-end components. Yes, so a widget is a piece, a widget. Everything on your screen in a Flutter app is a widget. So that makes for a really easy architecture or design within your code to design UI. I really like it. People compare it to components in React Native, but I've never worked with React Native. It's just what I've heard. The value is the widget.post. Let's see, what's that going to be? The submission date dot. So there's. How am I going to do this nicely? I believe there's a package that can just spit out, like gets a datetime object and then just spit out a nicely formatted English string. But I'm going to, let's see, there's also this method that just, or maybe the toString would just suffice. Perhaps. I've used React before, it sucked. Well, I can imagine. Yeah, the install package. I try to use that for like a really small thing, but then it turns out you have to define a bunch of other stuff. So I was like, no, I'll just write my own function that just takes in like a month and a weekday, and returns the Dutch one, and that's it. So, yeah, but whatever. Let me add some music. I'm craving for some good hot garbage right now. What garbage am I looking for? I am looking for this. I believe all of this is allowed on Twitch. Nah, it's not allowed on YouTube. Damn it. Well, I'll just have to use the chill hop thing. Well, then we're gonna listen to Gaia again. Let's see. Let me change something real quick. Go. React Post Resucks. Ha! Got it. Wait, is that the actual origin? I have no clue. I'm not in the web development scene at all. People say in general that React Native, like its design pattern with components, which is basically the same as widgets in that context, that Flutter is a lot like React Native in the style that you program your UI. I like it a lot. Don't have to worry about XML files, and then make sure that like it's a relative layout or a linear layout. And then you've got like these storyboards on the iOS side, which I never really got. Like the UI was just confusing to me. It's probably just wait, who? Ah, Purple Pizza. I just noticed r/FlutterDev. Somebody posted on FlutterDev. Somebody Purple Pizzas posted that I'm live streaming again. Upvote that shit. Ha! Cool. I'm getting a following. I can't see how many upvotes that has though. Rip. But thank you for the share, if you're watching. So, let's see. I think this is okay now. Now we just need to import this into the rows. Space evenly. Put that. It was a while ago, but I didn't think React had a real data store behind it, which meant you had to add something like Redux to it. Right. Flutter. In Flutter, you usually use. Well, there's this package called Get-It, which I just learned about in this stream. Let's see. So Get-It is like a package for Flutter that allows you to, as far as I've seen, easily like save variables, kind of like constants or like static helper classes with just singletons, right? I believe that's what they're called. And then you also have Redux for Flutter, which I quite like. There's some stuff that I cannot do in Redux, but I've talked to Brian Egan, the developer of the Flutter Redux plugin, and he's helped me with an issue that I've opened. He unfortunately didn't completely get the question right, but I still need to get back to him. But I really appreciated the feedback that he did give me, because it was really nice that to know what he had to say, to hear what he had to say. Okay, cool. Let's. Oh, now we can just say score block, and then we want the submitter block, and then we want the date block. Cool. Now let's test this out. I probably can just hot reload. Hey, there we go, and it's ugly as hell. Very nice. So this overflows, which makes sense. Let's just only put the date there. Wait, there's this. I'm thinking of how to display this date like in a nice way, like one line of code. And I remember something called in Python called strf time, and then you can just put in like a string, and then it will give you the datetime object to a string formatted in the way that you provided. I'm probably quite sure that's also in here, but I wouldn't know what that would be. How to print. Just include then do new date put H and L. That would work. I'd use the English one though, since this is the English one. But I'll look into that. Let me add that right now. Actually, I'll just add an international Intel any. So Intel, for the people that know, is a internationalization and localization package. So it allows you to basically make sure that your app works in multiple different languages. Let's see, import Intel, and then you say I can just do this. They format HM. This would be and then widget dot post dot submission date. Let's see how this works. I need to recompile though. Well, we needed to fully build again anyway, since there's a new dependency in it, right? I always like to say React is for experienced dev because you need those skills. Oh, React, I don't know anything about it at all. Hello, Scott 27 for a sec here. Finally got a minute to come in. Well, welcome, Scott S 2017. Glad you could make it. Did you have to travel long? Let's see. Venture Senza, I read Python. So do I sometimes. And it crashed. Cool. 1 second. What was your problem with Redux? Well, so I really like Redux for it's mostly has to do with Flutter Redux, right? I like the Redux pattern, the fact that you have like this store, and then you dispatch actions that you've provided beforehand, and that allows for a lot of control and a lot of preventing mistakes when you have to like share data throughout the app. The thing I don't like about it is it's a minor. First of all, it's a minor thing, but it doesn't support async functions out of the box. For that, I use thunk actions, Thunk. That's a middleware that allows you to do async functions in Redux. But then the thing is, as far as I know, I cannot dispatch actions without building a widget. I cannot dispatch action. I cannot, well, to say more broadly, I cannot get the store without getting the store by building a widget. So what that means is I cannot dispatch an action to the store if the piece of code that I use to dispatch the action doesn't return a widget, right? I just want to dispatch actions, like have a function that says, oh, I'm gonna dispatch this action. But yeah, let's see. To your init Reddit function, I need to initialize the Intel package. Cool. Thanks for the help. I will put it in immediate. Initialize the, oh, this needs to import. Wait. Nope. Yeah. Import Intel. Are you sure? Wait, what package do I need to? No, what package do I need to import in order to await this? Let's see, until just Intel. I've done so, and it doesn't find this function. Let's look it up. Intel initialize state formatting. Intel browser. No, that's Intel browser. It's a global function. I think I had trouble with the idea that all data management was asynchronous. Oh wait, those are two different people. It's a global function. Yeah, but it's still not defined, it says here. Maybe something else? No, can't find it. There's actually a deep foundation behind stuff like Redux coming from reactive programming. Redux is just simplification of the power you get with the system, which is generally enough because all you really lose is performance optimization and add some boilerplate. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have a better look into it. When I discovered Redux, I was like, oh, this seems complicated. Oh wait, there's an entire, like, it's just a design pattern. It's not like one thing, it's a design pattern, if you could call it that, for like all these different languages that I didn't know of. So I'll have to look into it. I think I had trouble with the idea that all data management was asynchronous. Well, a lot of data management is asynchronous because you need to communicate online. Using something like Thug is actually an anti-pattern. Oh, really now? Okay. I didn't know that that was not how it's supposed to be used. When you're talking about Redux, I'm not sure what you mean. Are you thinking that returning a new state and calling set states is returning a widget? No, I'll pull up. I'll finish this quickly, and I'll pull up the. I'll actually send you the issue that will clarify what I mean. Well, Brian Egan, the author of the package Flutter Redux, I don't think he completely understands what I asked, and I don't blame him. But maybe you guys understand. I'll give an example in a minute. First, I'm just gonna finish this real quickly. So, I'm check the exception for details. Initialize date formatting locale. Yeah, it's exactly what you said. Oh wait. Nope, can't find that function. And used import. It's on here, but I guess I automatically import all other. That doesn't help me. Well, the method initialize date formatting is undefined in the class myHomepage_date. Because what been said. Yeah. Well, I'm setting it right now, but it's not finding that function. So I'll just look at that a tad bit later. Let me really quickly just say like cool. I had trouble with the fact that I had to set the state of the data store without getting an immediate return. Well, yeah, because that's what you're used to, right? I mean, async is mostly a thing that comes later, except when you're like directly starting with web development. I learned async really late in my in growing as a developer, but like async, once you get like the hang of it, it's not that hard. You just have to like say, okay, to me it's just saying like, okay, go do this, right, get this value or get this user or get whatever, make this call to the database, and then you show the user something, and then once it comes back you run a callback, and then you say, oh, update the UI with this data. And then you store that in wherever, Redux or something. Widget.post.submission date.day. Import symbol local data. Maybe I've just completely looked over it on the page. That could very well be. That import is used. You got it. Knocked it right on the head. Okay, cool. Then this can be what I just typed. Hard reload. Nope. Full restart. Hey! Alright, it only shows the time now, but thanks, you got it. You got him good. Nice. Okay, so now we have some example upvotes. This is starting to look good. So what can I call on this? Can I... oh, this just returns a string, right? Yeah, so... Can I give any more arguments to this? Or, yeah, return string represent data format according to our locale and internal format. Oh, hour minute, right, it's just this. So that means that I can just say, what are the other functions? Why is HM not in here? Getting a bunch of messages. Use the YMD. Why is that not in? Oh, here it is. It's just so many functions that it doesn't list them. Makes sense. Cool. YMD. Restart. Coolio. So that's 6:17. Oh, that's the that's the American way, which is the incorrect way. But I can just format on the Dutch. Dutch. Wait. Where do I make that call again? Initialize that here. Just put this into an L. Reload that. Hard garbage. There we go. That's the correct way. It's actually a good idea architecturally, but might not be easiest and most obvious. There are async libraries, of course, but I never had to rely on them. Right. Yeah, we can do it because if we did, the UI would lock up during the time we were waiting for a response. So we put the get on its own thread when async, and UI remains usable even while waiting for the download, no matter how slow it is. Yeah, that's the reason why you use async and not just wait. Like if you Dart makes it really easy, because if you call await, then it somehow, like this must be really obvious, but I came from C# async await, which means await just means stop the thread. As far as I've seen, you just lock up the thing, right? So you had to design your app completely differently in C# to make sure that await doesn't lock up your UI thread. And in Dart, the American way is always the wrong way. I know I'm American. Thank you. But in Dart, if you call await, like it just puts it in another thread or some magic stuff like that. I don't know, but it just works. It's lovely. It's just cooperative scheduling in Dart and JavaScript. There's only one thread. Oh, that's nice. Well, yeah, okay. So, but in practice, it feels like another one. And iOS does actually show different threads, but that's probably, but Dart is probably completely on one of them. It's called coroutines. Okay, is that like the that's just like dividing the CPU time, right? Between two things, or multiple things actually, within one thread, right? Just bunch of smart people with their Flutter tooling and just beautiful Googlers. Beautiful people. Making good stuff. And putting it open source too. Like, I guess the business side of Flutter is completely free and open source. Go ahead, do whatever you want. But they encourage you to use Firebase so much that it's like, oh, we're gonna use Firebase because it's made for each other, and then they use Firebase, and then it's like, oh, but you gotta pay for Firebase if you use it for if you reach your quota, right? But the thing is, which isn't a problem inherently, but the thing is, I fucking love Firebase, so Kinda, you know, at one point I will have to give them my money. But, let's see. So we got that running. Okay, so let's do some login then. Right? That's nice. I really like this layout. It's semi-ugly, but it's fine. Works. It also suffices. Okay, so let's start by doing the thing that everyone tells me on Slack, or at least one guy or girl, not judging, tells me. I wonder how he's gonna do OAuth. Me too, man. Let's see. So if we go to Chrome real quick, this is the package for the draw, for the actual API. Cool. So let's see. We have to create an instance with a user agent and a config UI. Can I just use draw the INI? Is that inherently there? I think so. Let's look at draw. Shall we? Oh, I actually can't because it's in my it's in my constants. Okay. Draw. There's no INI here. To authenticate via the Reddit authentication page, the web authentication flow needs to be used, because who doesn't love OAuth? That requires that the web application is registered with a valid Reddit account, so it provides a client a secret. As part of this process, a redirect URL is associated with the registered web application. These three values are all that is needed. So, oh wait, is the trick in OAuth? Oh, Spawn, coming strong with that fruit knowledge. Bananas. You know how to OAuth. I did it by not doing it and using a framework. Yeah, I agree, but unfortunately Reddit is not that hip and cool and edgy. So is the redirect URL the thing that is gonna set me, like, is that the thing that's gonna like completely put me off my path? That is not a saying, but I'm using it anyway. Because we have an web authenticator documentation. Okay, cool. Let's go to that. Web authenticator for Dart, I guess, or it is part of the web authenticator. You always use client ID and client secret, then you log in with the person's credentials, client ID. Oops, I refreshed my broadcasting page, but I can watch back in the stream. Here we are. You always use client ID and client secret, then you log in with the person's credentials, client ID and client secret, identify your app, not the end user's account. Right, because I get like a token or something that represents that user that I need to save somewhere. Or wait, no, the Reddit actual this draw API will probably handle that for me. So, oh, wait, is that a problem? That was on stream? Ah, whatever. Let's see. I'm just gonna close this just in case that won't happen again. Flutter is particularly customizable, but it can help you with porting it. Oh, does somebody need like porting a port with our app? So that user agent will be fine. Let's edit this. That user agent we already got. The config UI. And then it says here draw the INI, but I don't think that draw the INI file. The easiest way to support login is to create a login screen with 2 edit text, and then and then you don't need to go through the whole OAuth. You don't want to use config UI. Right. Okay, cool. Let's do that, which means we need some routing. Thank you, that's better. Let's see, and then just create instance. Hey Caesar, how are you doing? Which means that this needs to move, which means that we need pages. We have a home page, and we have a auth page, and now we're gonna do some routing. Cool. Okay. So I'm gonna probably do the UI for that. I'm thinking of what I'm gonna do still today. Like, since it's getting late here, but I'll see. We first have to move that homepage. Let's rename that first. Oh, you're still seeing the code or the thing. Hello there, all of the people. Let's see, and we need to rename that homepage state to just homepage state. Okay, cool. Now we need to move all of this. Yeah. Now let's rename this so it's nice. Postdex app. Cool. And so we're gonna have this homepage right here, and let me just copy all the. Yeah, my test is complaining. Let's just copy all of this and see what we need. Everything, cool. And then this is nothing. Okay. So let's just return a new. Okay, first we need some routing. So let's make that real quick. What's a route again? That's like a map, and then of a string and a dynamic, I think. Let me look it up. Okay, it'll push, or I can just push and wait, but I do need to define the routes, I think. Oh no, that's only necessary if I use the keyboard, like the thing. Okay, I'll just pop a new screen then. Route dynamic. Oh, it's dynamic? I thought it was string. I used to do. I think I used to do this. Isn't it like let's see. Can't I just push like a new? I'll just push a new thing. In which case we don't need routing. We just have one page anyway for now. We'll do that routing later on. So let's just return an auth page. So this can get copied. And we're gonna return the auth page, and this new can go because we're using Dart 2, and Dart 2 is awesome. So this homepage is all well and good. Okay, let's import serial. So now we're gonna build the auth page for Reddit, where you can sign in with your username and password, and then it sends it off and stuff. I'm probably gonna actually build that tomorrow. I'm probably gonna stream tomorrow as well. So this tutorial kind of has a few, or this stream kind of has a few main points that people can learn from, and then later we'll do stuff with other stuff. You see how I'm rambling? That's a sign that I've been streaming for long enough. Okay, so let's make a stateful widget and call that auth page. Now this doesn't need anything in its constructor, so that's all well and good. So yeah, let's make this do. Does this need to be a scaffold? I'm used to doing a scaffold. I'll do a scaffold. Why not? So this needs to be imported. Import package Postdex pages. Then we need to import the home page and the auth page. Okay, cool. Now let's restart. Ta-da! Nothing. Cool. So let's build some stuff. So let's make a let's what's good. So there's this. I've made this before. There's this form widget that allows you to put put a few fields in it, and then it all corrects itself. Maybe I can import some code. Nah, I'm gonna write it anew. Okay, so there's a form and like a validator and stuff. I need to read up on this real quick. Because what a form allows you to do is have a bunch of fields in that form, and that allows you to basically check or validate those fields that they're not garbage. So let's see the example. So they have a form. We'll build this out in the next few steps. Right, so text form field with a button to validate and submit. Right, okay, so really simple. Okay, so let's build that form. Okay, widget login form equals that's gonna be a form, and it needs a. Does it need a key? Does it though? Does it? Yes, it does actually.
Olives had a major run.
There we go.
Major run.
But this doesn't work because this needs to be static, and this needs to be in front of here. Cool. And it still doesn't work. Too many positional arguments. Oh right, because wait, does it only static? It does need to be static. Jay, what are you doing? That itself looks less like Kotlin. It says Voluptus 3509. It's simplified, it makes sense, and in the Flutter framework it abuses the hell out of higher order functions. Yes, it does. But when you plug Dart into a Flutter file, the formatting that Flutter used to make the page look is a lot different than anything I've seen in Kotlin or Java, mainly because they use XMLs, right? Let's see, this is a cookbook link. This is almost, yeah, I've got like a page with examples and stuff over here. So we have that key, and then we have the child, and that would be a column, correct? Guess so. And then we can call. Let's see. Can I? Oh, that's debugging. Stop. Can I call login form.child? No. Okay, so I need to pass that. I need to make that first. So no, I didn't press that. So we first need to make like the fields that we're gonna fill. So that's gonna be a column login fields, or no, form fields, and that's gonna be a column. Can we call children on form fields? Okay, that's static, whatever. Children, yes. Okay, we can call, and then we can say for each, and then stuff like that. Okay, cool. I think I can put a column in there. Let me just reference like an older project that I've done to make sure that I'm doing it correctly, like the whole form thing. Let's see. Auth page. Okay, I have some fields, and then some material buttons. So let's see, build a license, submit, confirm button. Right, app. Okay, here's a form, and that has a list view, and then the whole submit thing. Okay, that's in the list view. I'll put that in the list view here as well then. Not that it really matters, but why not? Which means... No, this needs to be a list view. So, now that we have that, this can be from fields. The children will be, first of all, we'll have a material. Nope, that's incorrect. What did I use again? Like a material form field, just like a regular form field. Material button, that's not it. Oh yeah, I used my own self-generated, I used my own classes and stuff to encapsulate, yeah, but it's basically text form field. Okay, I used my own classes in a different project to kind of ease the process of making all these form fields. If you put all your widgets in the build functions, you won't get these kind of static issues. Yeah, for the moment, yeah, that's true. But I don't want to put it in the build method. If this works, then I'm all fine with it. Well, the thing, oh, it's static though. Yeah. So if that changes all the instances, since there's only one. I'll go with that then. This can be static final though. Although, if this is final, then it doesn't matter anymore. Haha! I've cheated you. I don't need to make this. Well, this can be final though. Okay, this is going to be a text form field, and it is enabled, and we're gonna say that is so. Oh, what's that called? The label text, right? Let's see, label text. Field. Oh, that's in the input decoration, right? So then we say input decoration, and then we can say what's that label, right? Yeah. So that's gonna be this is gonna be username. Haha. And then the other text form. Oh, this is still in the decoration. The Declaration of Independence form field. That decoration is also going to be an input decoration. The label text is going to be password. Let's make that lowercase. That seems nicer. Is Dart one of those languages that runs on the JVM, like say Scala? Dart doesn't run on the JVM since it's not a Java language. There is this Dart JavaScript thing. Well, it's okay. So there's this thing with like Dart JavaScript converter or compiler, but that's something different than here. This compiles to actual native code. Dart VM, yeah, that's also a thing. I don't exactly know what their relation is, but they're there. So that's the decoration, and here we need to obscure the text so that they'll become nice little dots. So let's put that in here. Oh, that's already there. Body. This will be a center. Child, gonna be login form. So let's try this out. Hey ho! There we go. Testing. Ooh, it gets the teal color. Pass. Whoa, wait, why can't I enter? Oh, there we go. I can't actually enter with my keyboard though. That's weird. Well, this works. Let's put this in a padding though. Wait, why is this? Oh, it's in the list view, so it needs to. And the list view has a property called shrink wrap, and that needs to be true, so then it's properly centered. I will forever hold my silence. And streams back up. I hate when that happens. Why is this not centered? This list view is shrink wrapped. Full restart. Oh! Tab key from the hardware keyboard to change focus is not supported yet. Yeah, I noticed. That's not a problem, but like I lose focus for some, or I can't enter anything. I clicked this time, so that's weird. Usually it just works, but huh, not this time. Okay, no problem. So okay, and then somewhere I can say submit. Oh wait, that's a button. Right. So let's make that final widget submit button, and let's make a submit function while we're at it. Let's put that over here. It's probably going to be async, so flat button is a thing, right? Yeah, cool. Okay, and the child is going to be a text submit, or login rather, and then on pressed is going to run submit. That is not valid. Call when the button is tapped or otherwise activated. Was disabled C enable. Okay, how about this? Oh, I have not declared that yet. That's a problem with having these. Wait. I am a genius. Cool. So I made this into a getter. It's getting cluttered though. Oh well. Maybe tomorrow is gonna be a refactor day. You never know. I was thinking of giving the form 60%. Can I use logical pixels for that? No. I actually don't know how to do relative stuff. Fractionally sized box. I now know how to do relative stuff. Thank you, Dev Angels. Holy shit. Okay then. So this, what'd you do there? Fractionally sized box. So this needs to be wrapped. Can't do that from here. Okay. Man, you should be running the stream. You're the one that's always coming up with these genius remarks. Let's see, what's this? Width factor, it's gonna be 0.6. Isn't it? Probably is. Oh, I need to full reload that stuff. You, sir, are very smart. Yeah. But I'm a super... Wow. Don't know by OMS, I'm sure people do here. Wait, who's will really run JIT compile in dev mode on iOS? As far as I know, you can't run JITs on iOS, or am I wrong? As far as I know, JITs don't run on iOS. So it runs, it just compiles completely, like to actual assembly or whatever runs on iOS. Does Apple Store have anything to do with when you are making changes to your app and just restarting to see your changes? The Apple Store? Why would it? Oh, I believe to do in dev mode. Right. I thought, like, I saw a video about Flutter where they said, like, yeah, it compiles to like an AOT on Android and just to regular machine code on iOS because JITs are not allowed. Something like that, but probably isn't dev mode. Let's see. So we got that. Login and on press. This is called. Okay, cool. Let's just print something here. Submit. Wait, where's my button at? Oh, it's not building. Cool. So let's put this. You know what? Let's moderately clean this up. This is not like a good cleanup at all, but like gets rid of a few things. Submit is not static. Okay, fuck that. Gotta keep it like that. Submit on the top, and then this can be included in here. I'll just include it in the thing over here. Thingamajig. Just put this in like a, what's that gonna be, a column? And then the submit button. Cool. Whoa, my god, this is just barfing errors all over the place. What's that? How about a good old full restart? Fixes all your issues. This button is, oh, it's quite small. Cool. Okay. Now we can just put in padding. I'll put padding in here. Something like engine sets all, or I could put that in a fractionally sized box. Well, that wouldn't help. Just like symmetric. That's to like vertical. So that could be like 10 or something. Does this? Wow, how do we load actually works for once in this example. Center. This needs to be main axis line. Main axis size. Sorry, main axis size defines the main axis size defines how big the column is going to be, because a column always tries to stretch out as much as it can, and the same goes for a row. A row tries to be as wide as it can. With main axis size, you can explicitly say like, oh, be as big as you can, or try to be as small as you can. And then the widget will listen to you because you are the boss of programming. So now I've told it to be main axis size up minimal, and then reload. And so now it's centered, right? You can see that because if you remove this, then the column is centered, both horizontally and vertically. But if you look at this, so this is the Flutter debug, debug painting mode. So you can see how the widgets are built up. I'll actually make the background black, so you can see better what's going on over here. Okay, so now you can see like how this widget is built up, right? So you can see that it's centered. That's those two yellow arrows. But the column tries to be as big as it can, right? So if you say main axis size is main axis size up min, that means that the column is going to be as small as it possibly can, and then it's centered correctly, so to speak. So so that's why you use that. So it's a little bit of theory. There we go. And then login doesn't work. Cool, always nice. But why? Why? Maybe a hot restart. Call when the button is tapped or otherwise activated. Let's try that again. I need to go. Still a bunch to do here. Talk to you later. Thanks for coming, man. Good to see you. I would imagine there is some way for JIT to run iOS development mode. There are .NET Dev frameworks and tools for iOS Dev. They would struggle to debug probably. Yeah. So that has like proper debugging almost requires JIT. So I guess yeah. Static variables are not changed during a hot reload. This is a getter though. The thing is, my submit button is not doing anything in my terminal. That is what I'm wondering about. Oh, this just... There we go. Haha. Wait, doesn't that mean that I can just... There we go. Yay! Submit! Oof, that... Wow. Why did it stop? Did it prevent spamming? Why is it? Is it gonna say submit again? Okay. Submit. Okay, cool. Cool. So let's see. Now, when we call this function, we have these form fields. Dot say or dot for each of for. Wait, I need to define what kind of form field this is, isn't it? Shouldn't I? Shouldn't I? I need to say like, oh, is this an email? Oh wait, that's the text input thing. That's the that's in the input declaration, isn't it? Or what's that called? It's called something different than the type of itself. Controller, initial value. Keyboard type, that's it. And then, but it's not called keyboard type, it's called text input type. That's something that doesn't really make sense to me. This is just text. And there is no way for... Okay. Okay, just need to check that. That is... let's see, unsaved, on field submitted. Unsaved, is that right? Debug paint function... supposed to log input down, but I'm not currently debug painting. Let's see. So unsaved. Oh, this tells me nothing about unsaved. From state.save, okay. Optional method to call. How did I do that? Validation. Is that just... Oh, validator. So that's a string that returns a string, but if it returns null, then it's okay. Right? That's it. The return value is exposed by error text. Optional method to validate returns an error string, returns null otherwise. That's it. Okay, so that is... so that's like, what's that going to be? String validate username and string validate password. Sorry, I mean debug print. Oh, that's supposed to log input now? Okay. From the docs, by default, the function very quickly it has to throttle the rate at which it was sent to avoid data loss on Android. Okay. Makes sense. Thanks. Have to go, but it's been a pleasure watching the stream and chatting with you all. Thanks. Thank you, man. Have a good night. Wherever you live. It's like 12:30 over in the night. So this gets passed to this form field. This needs an input. Oh, that needs to be a static. Oh wait, you know what? It's gonna be short anyway. So string input. Let's just check if like the username thing, or let's say value dot is empty. Username cannot be empty, else null. There's your function. Your validator. Okay, cool. Welcome back anytime. Soon we'll upload it to YouTube after 8:30. Sitting in Australia, just about to walk into work. Ah, okay. Well, that's about half a trip around the world for you. Is this Go? I'm not into mobile developing. No, this Flutter, but you've been told 3 times now, so. I go into HTML, CSS, Java, and JavaScript. Okay. Are you enjoying that? TBNR Killer Squad? I can do something like to check this. I can do all forms valid is false, and then say like form fields dot for dot children. Oh, wait. Oh wait, I could call it on a column, but not in a list view. Ah, okay. Let's make this a column then. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Main exercise, minimal. I want that to expand. Form fields are children. Well, why can I not call children? I don't take that out of context. I imagine like the bum 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 ba ba da ba da ba 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 da ba da. I'm trying to get all the fields of the form fields, but I guess I think you want funky the current state dot save. I can also call validate and returns true if there are no errors. Oh, that's well. What's the difference between save and validate exactly? Saves every that is descendant of this form. This also calls validate, I assume. And then it calls on saved. Can I get the value from these text form fields? Oh, then I need controllers. Oh, wait. Okay, so this... does this also validate the forms? Is my question. So... validate... I first need to save? I don't know. Let me look that up. I need to know. Oh, if valid, right, so I can just say if, and then I can put the rest of my logic here. Yeah, that's they make it a raised button here. Maybe that's prettier. Let's try that. I like the flat button more. Hold up, add 2 strings to your state user pass. Yeah. And then you need to unsave parameter. Yeah, I wanted to do that. Thank you for the suggestion though. username value is too redundant. And then call that on save. Only static members. You know what? I'm getting kind of tired of all this static stuff, so let me just plop most of this into the build method, and this can be just a regular submit button. And then we'll do all the fancy shit later. There we go, no more errors. I mean, screw you. There we go. Fixed. Semi. Then here's a submit function, you call save, and it calls all the on-save methods. Cool. You're exactly right. And then, if anyone's wondering, in Dart, the underscore is the start of a value or function makes private. Yep, you don't tell something that it's private or not. If it doesn't have an underscore, it's public. If it does, it is not. Don't know if like Flutter or Dart also has like a package and stuff. Like you have package protected, private, and public. An internal in C#, or that's just another word for something else in Java. But I'm not sure. So save. This can be a list view again. Strictly to be in a class scope, not in a build method, and you are do they? They get overwritten, doesn't it? If the build method is called again. I'll find it up myself. I think that's enough backseat coding from me, from Dev Angels. Yeah, if you look at the chat, you're like the last 8 messages. Those were from you. But I appreciate the feedback though. Let's see. So, let's see, these are saved. And then save all of them, and then do the whole initialize constants. Let's see, now we gotta use our agent, and then just use the use it like this. Okay. Okay, now we can await this, and then .reddit user shouldn't I call get? Oh, me, right. Dot karma. Let's see, display name. Let's show the display name. Debug print that shit. Okay, cool. Let's see if this works. This should be good. Everything seems to be in order. Initialize Reddit user. Wait, only futures. Too few positional arguments, too required. Oh, I need to save this file? Wait, where is it? It was already saved though. Look at the references. Oh wait, here it is. Let's just temporarily call this init stuff. Wait, this doesn't make any sense anymore. Just remove this function as a whole. Okay, there we go. And now we're restarting to see if everything is as it should be. Okay, cool. I'll put in the actually these will be credentials, so let me just really quickly turn off that sweet emulator. Oh, this is all behind the scenes. Let's see. How do I quickly? Oh wait, I can just do this. Oops. There we go. I'm actually gonna log in with this account, so I don't want people peeping tomming this stuff. Log in. Hey, it's working. Okay, cool. So, as you can see at the terminal right here, we do have a working user on our hands. So, that's pretty neat. Remember, we got to see the password, enter one character at a time. Exactly, that's why I hit the thing. So, that's good. So that's a login. So, if that works, so let's turn that submit button. Local variable can be for assignment, and this can also not be before it's declared. Okay. Cool. Well, we can just make this a getter. Nope, am I doing something wrong? Getters can't be defined as in functions. Makes sense. I wanted to do something with the oh wait, I can just make like a state here. Just make like a. Oh, I actually already made this in another project, and it's here. So it's called offState. So what we can do now is we can make this enumerator, and then now we know what the state is of our application as far as authentication goes. So now we got that, and now we can generate a button depending on the authentication states. So let's set state, and this is going to be auth state equals auth state dot authenticating. And then this is going to be a this is going to be a ternary operator. Auth state dot equals auth state dot authenticating If that's the case, then we're gonna show a circular progress indicator. And else we're just gonna show the just gonna show the login thing. Okay, so now that that's arranged, so we're gonna try catch this real quick. Try to find identifier. Oh, right, we need to catch the exception. So what we can do now is say await that, and then set the state that the authentication is auth_state.success. And if there's an error, we set the state to auth_state.failure or failed. Cool. Okay, so we can try do that. Let's wait a little while to make sure we see that loading animation. Like 3 seconds, something like that. Now import .async. Let's make sure those imports are nice and tidy. Okay, let's try this again. Oh no, I need to re-enter the password. Do I? Yep. Okay, 1 second. Android. Okay. Sorry, peeps. Need to make sure this stuff is moderately secret. Currently filling in the credentials. Now we're gonna look at the result. There we go. Log in. Now it does a loading animation. And oh, I think we got an error. Did I not put my password in correctly? Let me check real quick. That is the wrong thing to click off. There we go. Okay, this should be good. Let's try this again. So that's going to be doing that for 3 seconds. Oh, maybe it does work, but we're not printing anything. Allstate.success. Let's make that button do like a thing where if it's successful, then it has like a check mark. That'd be nice. So that means that where we define that button, that submit button, this should be okay. If it's authenticating, then that progress indicator should be there. If not, then it depends if auth state equals auth state the success. If that's the case, then show an icon, icons.checkmark or check. Else. This should be here, and now we're fine. So if the login was successful, yay! Okay, so we logged in successfully. Coolio. Okay, that means that we can move on to that we have an existing user. Awesome. So now we can get their list of. Now we can push them back to the home thingy. Let's see. What if I put in like an incorrect password? Oh, it still crashes. Unhandled exception. Valid. But I'm catching this exception though. Well, we'll look at that tomorrow. Not catching exceptions correctly. Let's wait for 2 seconds and then push the user to the new screen. Push and replace. Push replacement, and then this is going to be material page route. And then this is going to be context. Is that going to be the builder? There we go. And this is going to push a new home page. We need to import that home page first, of course. So we're going to go to package Postdex and then to the pages and to the home page. We want to import that. Okay, put that down there. So have it nice and tidy. And then this title doesn't need to be filled in because this title is going to be Postdex. Cool. So this doesn't make any sense either. Let's remove that. And let's remove this test because I'm not really going to be doing that currently. And that's all good. So let's do a hot reload and then fill in that last character. Then press that button again. Okay, and there we go. Cool. So now I need to initialize that date formatting, which I thought I already did on the homepage. Oh, but I removed some stuff, so let me put that back where it was. This is it. Actually, we can just put this over here. And this is redundant, and then put this back. Okay, let's try this one more time, and then we'll call it quits. So this is let's hide that real quick. There we go. Still can't type. That's fine. I'll put it in on my own. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. There we go. You can see the screen again. Yeah. Log in. Bam. Done. 2, 3. Heyo. There we go with our example posts. Okay. Awesome. Cool. So that's gonna be it for today. I think we've kind of accomplished a bunch. Do you use GitHub in this project? Do you see the GitHub icon on the top right of the Visual Studio Code screen? You can find everything everything I'm doing, what I'm doing you can find on GitHub. So you can use that link. They're also in the video description of this video when it's like a VOD, when it's a video on Twitch. This is also going to be uploaded to YouTube, where you can also find all the sources. So it's all really accessible. So use API of Reddit. Yeah, I use the Reddit API to log in. This is all placeholder. This is an example. These are examples. And I'm gonna be using actual content in a minute. So yeah, looking forward to that. So thank you everybody for watching. Also people rewatching this, thank you very much. If you would like to see me complete this app, or just in general the progress, then be sure to follow me. I really appreciate all the following that has been going on. I've received a bunch of follows, like I'm already at, what's it, like 43, which I didn't really expect ever 1 or 2 times of streaming. Yeah, if you need any help, like basics, if people are like, hey, you kind of skimmed over that, you didn't really explain this, could you do that? Just please put it in the chat, or email me or message me on Gitter, because I'd love to explain everything I can. Tony Stark, thanks for doing this, homie. You're helping us noobs. Thanks, man. Yeah, I love it. So yeah, again, if you have any questions, just please contact me. That's what I'm here for. Thank you for doing so much. The stream was really good. Thank you. Yeah, it was kind of long and it kind of went everywhere, right? I'm gonna have people on YouTube saying, "Oh, this is like 3 hours," or is it? No, it's 4. Oops. This is like 4 hours and there's no like consistency, which there isn't, but whatever. Well, it's actually, this tutorial is in 2 parts, right? Since the stream came down at one point. But yeah, so if you have any questions, message me, leave your comments, stuff like that. And I'll try to be a bit more scheduled. I think I'm going to stream tomorrow, I'm not sure yet. But you can find it on twitch.generictyping.com. And I hope to be somewhat more organized. But yeah, so this has been the second part of Postdex in Flutter. And thank you a bunch for watching, live or later. Thank you all. I will see you in the next video. But no, I'm not going to do that.